Greetings, everybody. It's Lily Willy, and today is June 7th, 2017. And it is 5:22 a.m. here on the West Coast. In precisely 6 hours and 36 minutes, it will be 11:58 a.m. And in that particular moment is when it will be officially my birthday. And from that moment, from the moment of this body's birthday onward, I will be taking a little bit of moi time, me time, and letting myself mellow for a wee bit. But in the meantime, I'm making this video to address the behavior of a woman in Ontario, Canada, who was caught on video by a customer in a Chinese restaurant where that woman went on a tirade. Against the people who work there. Claiming that none of the people there speak English. And telling them to go back to China. Now I am going to be very civil and very polite, but I'd like to address this for a space. To that woman, the woman who ranted, who I know not, and whose name I don't know, I want to share with you something. Lady, I was born here in the United States. One of my parents wasn't. As a result, and as a result of his cultural identity, my first language was actually Hungarian. My second language was English. But I started learning that around age 3 or 4, when I got my first English language babysitter. You wouldn't think it, would you, to hear my accent? I'm a language tutor. I took 4 years of German in high school. And skipped second year college German, which is where someone who studied 4 years in high school would have ordinarily started. Because I attended a summer school that was a German language intensive, held on another college campus via my own college program. Via the college I would start attending as a freshman in September of 1998. I recently, in 2008, completed my German BA. I got my diploma. You wouldn't think, from the sound of my voice, that English was not my first language. But it wasn't. I could whistle before I could talk. And when I did begin to talk, my first language was Hungarian. And I did not set foot on Hungarian soil in this lifetime until 1996. I tutor Hungarian for a little bit of bonus income. But I'm on disability in this country. Why am I telling you all this? Because I wanted to give you an insight. A different face. And look. See that? That face is white. And that face is also the face of somebody who is half Hungarian. You've heard of the Huns, right? Some of them are thought to have come from as far north as Mongolia, north of China. Naturally, I know very little Chinese. I know maybe 3 words. But I'm fairly fluent in Hungarian for somebody who's only been there once this life. You're telling those people, those workers at the Chinese restaurant to go back to China may have stemmed, I suspect, from someone having a stressful day who had to deal with the added stress of not being able to understand somebody speaking to her in a very thick accent. I don't know. But I think if I had flipped, that might have been a response I'd have had. I want to think, I want to believe, as a good West Coaster, as a proud queen of weird, and as a resident lifelong born and raised of the Pacific Northwest, that you were not being just a xenophobe. I want to think I would rather consider those paths by which you could have come to speak that way, that are a little bit more multi-layered than mere xenophobia. And I want to offer you a face of somebody who liveth only south of you, quite a bit south of you. In the Pacific Northwest USA, liberal land, at least a good portion of it. Who was born and raised here. But was not first native in English. Because my dad did everything he absolutely could to raise as Hungarian a family as he could manage on this side of the Atlantic. And really not even what he tried to raise was not even really the most modern Hungarian family he could either. But he did strive for it being the best that he could. With me, he succeeded better in raising someone somebody in this household who was as decent a Hungarian as he is. He didn't get me all the way there. It would be rather hard, in a very literal sense, for that to be, since that, among others, I just turned 38. Or rather, I will be turning 38 at 11:58 a.m. Precisely. But he got closer with me than he did with my brothers. And I want to offer you peace. And I hope this video offered you something to think about. I wish you any blessings you're willing to embrace, lady. Bless you.